good morning. I'm just calling to let you know that all over Southern California, because I teach college and I'm very networked around Southern California and actually even beyond, I can tell you that the mindset of the establishment, Democrats in particular, and all the pundits on conventional mainstream media are not reading the working people or Bernie supporters accurately, or at least they're misreporting or being phony in their representation of how people feel. They are determined to get their revolution in the same way that Susan Sarandon has represented, that people are more afraid of Hillary's war hawk positions and pro-GMO, pro-fracking, pro-death penalty, pro-big oil, pro-Wall Street, pro-big pharma, that even someone like me, who is a college professional, 26 years teaching college, and lifelong Democrat. I grew up in a household that was working class, but I live in the 33rd Congressional District now in California, and that encompasses Beverly Hills, Rolling Hills Estates, Malibu, Westlake Village, Agoura Hills. And if my choices are Hillary and Donald, I'm voting for Donald. I am fed up with the corruption of the DNC, and I run into people all over the place in many worlds, working class, working poor, this environment, the elite Malibu, Beverly Hills environment. We're done with the establishment. We need a political revolution. And if the only way to bring that about is in the streets with Donald Trump, which has already happened out here in California when Donald Trump comes out here for his rallies, that's a taste of the future. But I think we will be heard in a way that when Barack Obama first, in 2008, went in and Rahm Emanuel told us progressives to you-know-what ourselves.
Right.
And we're not going to go through that again.
He called us effing libtards, as I recall.
Right, exactly. So we're not about that anymore. We're wise to that whole Clinton DNC corrupt machine. And if it means Donald Trump, I promise you that's what's going to happen.
Donald Trump is in bed with gangsters in New York City, Diana. He's mobbed up. If you're tired of a corrupt machine, Donald Trump should be at the top of the list. But I'm not trying to talk you out of this. Actually, last night, Louise and I watched the returns at the clubhouse for the marina where we live. And there were a few people there who were, just passing through. And one of them said he lived in a state that had already voted, and he had voted for Ted Cruz. And I said, who are you voting for now? And he said, I'm going to vote for Bernie. I'm like, really? Ted Cruz to Bernie? And he's like, yeah, I'm looking for integrity. I thought Ted Cruz had integrity. I think Bernie has integrity. Another person said, they were planning on voting for John Kasich, but he's not available, so now they're going to vote for Hillary. And I mean, it was amazing to me. I probably at least a third of the people that were sitting around us were talking about literally flipping parties because of the personalities involved.
Yeah. Can I tell you, Tom, that I run into that all the time? It's like the world has gone insane. I agree with you, because the conservative Republicans, no doubt, will probably hold their nose and vote Hillary. But us progressives will turn around and vote for Trump. So
you're not speaking for all progressives, Diana. You're speaking for yourself. I will never vote for Donald Trump.
To each his own, but I'm reflecting the opinion of a lot of people that I see out there.
Although, let me say this. If I am of the opinion that Donald Trump's, the strongest thing that Donald Trump has to sell is his pitch on tariffs, is his pitch on trade. And it's very poorly articulated. It's not at all coherent. There's no clear plan there. People think they know what he's talking about. I'm not even sure he knows what he's talking about. But, the net is that people are talking about that with regard to trade. Bernie is talking about that with trade. If Bernie is not the nominee, and in all probability he won't be, if Hillary is the nominee, if she doesn't, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, if she doesn't quickly change her position on trade to be one very much closer to Senator Sanders, to the left of Donald Trump is going to run to her left in the general election. And trade, keep in mind, in 1992, just that one single issue of trade, NAFTA, got 20% of the vote for Ross Perot, who was generally considered a guy completely incapable of being president. And Admiral Stockdale starts out his, vice presidential debate going, who am I? Why am I here? It's, and that 20% is now 80%, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Well, I can tell you that there's a lot more that needs to happen with Hillary, but she has no credibility with us.
Yeah,
none.
Okay, I got it. Okay, thank you very much for the call.
To watch more clips from our programs, hit the Watch More Videos button over here. And please be sure to hit the handy-dandy subscribe button so you'll always be up to date. Tag, you're it.